For life. Bigfoot Club for life. Too sweet!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigfoot Club. Robert Jesse Dominguez, Ash Tucker, Chris Collins, Stephen Robert Dominguez, Earl the Pearl Kennedy. Believe in us, believe in Bigfoot Club, because we are too sweet.
So I just wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts about Bigfoot?
More of the kind that I need proof.
Yeah.
Other than a footprint.
Yeah.
Because there's eyewitnesses, but there's only one proof, like video footage. That was a long time ago, and I think that right there kind of makes me believe, because they've already did a lot of tests and running a skeletal diagram inside, making sure it's not a fake suit and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, it's what
you were talking about the Patterson Gimlin film. That's the 1967 film. The one you were talking about. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. I don't really get out much, so I really can't say. I need visual proof other than other people telling me, yeah, I've seen Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So I can't be skeptical because I'm not out there looking for it.
I got you. No, that makes total sense, because that's the majority of the people and what they think on Bigfoot. You know, they need more than that, and most science and the rest of the world would agree with you on that they need more proof, and that's cool. That's honest.
It's like people being abducted by aliens. A lot of people don't believe in aliens.
Right.
A lot of people do. So it's just the people that argue or make the argument, I've seen it, it's real, than the other person saying, I don't believe it.
Yep. Total right. You're total right there. So
as far as me believing in it, there's a lot of people saying yes, and I want to lean towards that.
Yeah.
And you know, I kind of want to, but I never went out like you did.
Right.
And heard the noises and heard the trees getting hit by broken trunks or seen a broken treetop.
Yeah. So it's pretty safe to say that you don't have a lot of faith in it right now, right?
I'm more in the middle. I know it's out there, but visually I never seen it. But I'm going off of other people's sightings.
Right. So, what do you think about Bigfoot?
I think that he or Bigfoot does exist. I just think that we haven't. The wilderness or the world is a big place. There's a lot of wilderness out there. So I think a lot of people who go hunting, they have a hard time. Either they know where to look for deer or for hogs and stuff, but no, they don't really pay attention to what other animal or mammal that might be out there. But I do think that they do exist to an extent. In America, and I think the more northern you go, the more they are around, I guess. But I do think that there is something out there, and I think that it'll eventually make itself known. But yeah, that's what I think about Bigfoot.
What do you think it's going to take for science or just man in general to recognize that there is a Bigfoot out there?
I think the people who look into that, like science and all that, I mean, they have a open mind, think outside the box. That to admit that there is something out there. Especially if they themselves can't explain it, they would want to know more. They would want to know, definitely not hunt, but research to see what it is that everyone claims that they see.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people are missing, and that's what it's really honestly going to take, is to have an open mind and think outside the box as to that there's something out there.
Do you think it's going to take like a body?
I think it's going to take a body, and I think it's going to, I hate to say this, it's going to take one that is willing to communicate with us and not be afraid of us as well as we are afraid of it.
Right.
I think it's going to take motivation from both parties to communicate with each other and say, hey, we do exist, we are out here, but we would rather be left alone.
Right.
Yeah.
I called Juan and asked him the same question, and he's pretty much on the same boat that you are about, he needs more evidence and other stuff, and he didn't say anything about communication though, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I just think that, and then I also think that a lot of people who say, there's nobody out there. There's nothing out there. It's all fake. It's a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a guy in a suit, but to a certain extent of that, like, how many times are you going to hear a fake story?
Yeah.
You're probably going to hear a lot of fake stories most of the time, but to do your own research on that and to actually find out some other stuff that is unexplainable, and to try to speak to those people who witnessed them or seen them, heard them, saw something that they can't explain, and they're terrified of speaking about it, then that's when you know that, okay, there's something a little bit off here than the camera augurs.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing.
Not a problem.